That's the thing about having some brains. Some people are just too crazy to use what they have properly, you know? Like me, I like to think that I'm using what I have to the best of my ability, but could probably be doing better. And I think, well, maybe if I was less crazy, right? And I think to a certain extent, it's like, well, maybe I'm not crazy so much as there's just so much information. There's so many things to learn. There's so much stuff to look at and think about. It's just like, it's just there's so much going on that it's just like, it's no wonder why. You know, it's no wonder why people just lose it. It's just there's just so much processing, over computing. And that happens enough, and then maybe you actually you know do process an actual legitimate stream of consciousness that actually means something. But I just think that like a lot of people are pretty crazy, and I hate to like call people like dumb or simple minded and just crazy, and just just take a shot at the general population. But I think that's what a lot of people like, cuz like it makes them feel better to say that, oh yeah, most people are this, most people are that, or there's a lot of people like this, or there's a lot of people like that, and that's weak. That shows weakness. That's less than me, and I feel better for noticing this stuff. Isn't that a terrible thing when it's like, or like overweight people are like, someone just looks at all of that and it's like, yeah, they're fat and dumb, and I'm smart and skinny, and oh my god, look at me and all the things I'm doing. You know what I mean? Look at me. Wow, that made me feel better about myself to look at how unfortunate other people are. Let's make fun of them. You know what I'm saying? And people do that in a lot of different ways, and it's just like, man, God, it's kind of in our human nature to feel good because we're better than someone else. It's kind of natural, really. And I know that some people like, really don't like that kind of thing, but it's really all around you. It's kind of hard to avoid, the whole idea of someone being better than you at something, because being better, means you can do things, man. You're able to do things. You're flexible, you're accomplishing. You're a freak. You're this creature that can just like, wow. I don't know. You were just born out here in public in the world, and just, well, everyone can take a look at all of the things you can do. That's not normal, you know. And I think you could go a lot of different directions with this, but I just flat out don't really like talking about how people are dumb, and how I'm so smart and people are so dumb. It's like, come on, man. Do you really got to do that? Do you really got to do this? Do you really got to come on? Jeez, dude. But you need an edge. Everyone has an edge. That's all it really is. You really pick it apart, man. Look at it. Look at everybody in their edge. Just look at it. Every single person. Like everyone on the internet just has an edge. They just have an edge. And when I look at my edge, I'm like, okay, what's my edge? Well, people like laughing at me because they think I'm useless and pathetic. That's pretty good. But I think I'm the type of human being who kind of, makes himself look like something is not. Like, it's good camouflage in the world. Like, basically, my camouflage is to look really dumb, but I'm actually really smart, you know? Like, some people look really smart, like, hey, I got glasses, but I don't really know if they're really that smart. Like, just having glasses doesn't mean, like, your eyes are not working that well, so it sends all the power to your brain or something. Like, your brain is taking the power, the body power from your eyes. Like, wow, yeah, let's see less and then think more. That's not really what's going on. I have no idea. Maybe just people with glasses have to be better. Like, man, you're a person with glasses. It's obviously a defect. So you got to perform better. Like, you got to be smart or something. You know what I mean? So maybe that's just natural for people like that. I don't even know. People with glasses smart, man? I don't know. I probably need some glasses to see the situation better. Um, anyways, uh, yeah. I kind of think that it's one thing to be insane, but it's another thing to be insane and smart. It is true though. Like, dude, like some people are just so crazy. They just have some petty drug addiction, or they have some kind of way of living that's not very interesting, and they're just so like they're just like a rug, really. I think that's what happens to people. You start talking to people and then they kind of convince you that maybe you're just a normal person, or like I don't know, man. Like, I like to think that people there's a lot of people out there like, yeah, believe in your dreams, go for it. But it seems like most people are like, hey dude, look, man, go to college, all right? Why do you think they're advertising college so much in schools and stuff? He's like, you know what? Most of these kids are going to be average. So we're going to teach them to go to college and live an ordinary life, average intelligence, average life, because that's what most of them are going to do and most of them are going to be. How sad is that? How sad is that to sit here and accept that that's your best shot? That's your best shot right there. Like statistically, me like becoming a millionaire off of making these videos right here, man, you should have did what the government told you. You should have followed the rules, son. You should have walked the American path, the modern American path of success, man. Go to school for something, dude. And there's a lot more there. Okay, there's a lot more going on with the whole school system. You know what I'm saying? I can say a lot, but I should probably not really get into some of the more grimy stuff. Probably shouldn't get into the grimy stuff, but I'm just talking. I'm not really trying to say anything really. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to make a video here. So in order to do that, I have to have some sort of edge or some sort of thing, you know? And so maybe that is kind of part of my edge is, hey, you're really crazy, but you're pretty damn smart. And people laugh at you because they think you're not very smart, but you are. Wow. Perfect camouflage, just like I said. Perfect camouflage for me right here. Actually, it's pretty funny how I mean, after being underestimated, so much and just looked at like so casually ordinary, like so casually normal, like just getting passed off as normal so much in my life, or just, boo, yeah, whatever, boo, like why would I want to date that guy? After you have that happen so much, I think like to a certain point, at some point you're gonna break. You're just gonna be like, you're just gonna have this point where you're just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go against this. I'm gonna I'm going all in on me, I'm betting that I'm not what you thought I was. And you go against what people think. And it's kind of funny how people think of you. It's actually pretty crazy when like you make a friend with someone, or you have someone and you're almost playing this part that isn't even real almost. I don't know. It's pretty insane to think that every encounter I could possibly be in is almost like an abstract painting where someone's looking at this painting, which is me, like looking at this person, it's almost like a painting, and then they're trying to figure out like what am I looking at here? And most of the time, that's the thing is, most of the time people look at a person and they go, oh yeah, that's what that person is. But it's just crazy to think like inside of everyone is their own little world, you know what I mean? So for me, it's almost like, yeah, everyone underestimated me, but I probably underestimated them for sure. But then you get into, see, there's these terms that you kind of mix together here. And I've been mixing together and playing around with for a while. You got insane, lazy, smart, you know, narcissistic, egotistical, funny, nice guy, ugly, so we get some more of the brutal, more terrible terms, the underground darkness down there of words. You probably shouldn't even use those words, honestly. That's probably, like if I were to sit here and say morbid, maybe you should just never say it. Maybe I should never say different words, maybe we should just not say those words. Words to not almost like profanity, but just let's just not trigger our mind and say these things. Would that work? I don't think it works. I think you could probably have a lot of negative words right in front of you, and you'll probably just get used to them because you got to survive. Maybe your brain would be stronger if you just had a bunch of negative things. Like just imagine you woke up so like a positive affirmation. You ever hear so some people do this. They write like a bunch of goals or things they need to do or like positive affirmations on a piece of paper or something, a whiteboard, whatever, and they put it on their wall. I've even done it. You just write like positive things about yourself, kind of counteract the thoughts that you have in your head. It's like maybe it comes into your subconscious mind. I almost think you just start ignoring it eventually, but I mean, I don't know. I've had this piece of paper with all these positive affirmations like you're really funny, you're really good looking, you're going to succeed, you're this and that. It's pretty corny actually, but it's kind of a joke. And actually I had it up in here and someone was fixing something. So I had a person come in and fix. I think they read it and got a little weirded out, but might be surprised how many people have like something like that. Their hope, their hopes and dreams on a little piece of paper, trying to counteract all the internet bullying. Probably the internet is kind of a big bully, Like, look at all these famous people and all the things they've achieved. What have you done with your life? Like, it doesn't actually say it. Like, no one says it, but you look at it and I'm pretty sure everyone thinks it. Like, it's there. It's definitely there. Like, wow, look at how insignificant you are. Welcome to the internet. You little little grain of sand. Jesus. Well, anyways, I'm out of here. Have a good one.